out here. It is Columbus Day. Sorry I haven't vlogged in like 2 weeks, but it was just because we were looking for a job and we got one, so that's awesome. But down here on Bedford, they have like this little foods fair going on, and I think they just keep moving it from different places, because I was in Long Island City like a week ago and I saw like the same stands and stuff, so I think they just move it all over the city. But we'll go check it out and show you. Got like a parade going on because it's Columbus Day, but we want to go to Central Park. I don't really care about the parade. I don't even know what the hell it is, but we're gonna go over to Central Park. Hopefully we can like cross the street and shit, but we'll figure it out when we get over there. Here we're gonna enjoy the day in the park. Tell you about how I got the job, what happened over the last 2 weeks, all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna go explore around. Haven't really been here in a couple of years, so it's gonna be pretty cool. This is cool. It's got like some rocks over here. Reminds me of when I took rock climbing class. So we're gonna go up here, I don't know, check around. I don't really know what's here. I haven't been here in a long time, but and it's so big, the park. So we're gonna just spend the day here, show you around, tell you some stories and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we put in about 350 applications. 98% of them were graphic design, and we managed to get one of them, so I'm very, very happy. Now the first week we did an internship, we started that, but unfortunately I got a job, so I had to cancel the internship. But and it really wasn't what I wanted to do. It was just resizing images and other boring stuff for an app for news, for children, to get children to read, so it really wasn't something that I wanted to do. Luckily I found a job right after, so I'm really, really happy about that. So for the Urban Upbound one, we went to the second interview, we met with the CEO, and he seemed to be really, really impressed with my resume and portfolio. So basically, he basically offered me the job on the spot. I don't know how many people applied to that or what, but we got the one at Urban Upbound at least. So it's a good start. It's in graphic design in the field that we want, so I'm very, very, very happy about that. We got that position and we start Tuesday. Yesterday we went to H&M, got some clothes, some business casual clothes because I didn't have any. And then we start tomorrow, so I'm really excited. We were supposed to start today, but today's Columbus Day. So we start tomorrow, and I'm very, very excited to start. I like to see stuff like that where the police are actually helping people, helping that elderly man walk up there. So that was really, really nice, instead of, you know, all the media stuff that's going on TV about them killing the black people and stuff like that. So that was a little nice to see. Not something you see every day. There was just so much opportunity in this city, this country, and in this world. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you want to be or do in life, you can really achieve it. In 3 weeks, I was able to move down here, find a job within 3 weeks, and basically change my life. So I'm getting started, you know, I got my foot in the door now that I got this first career, and there's going to be many more doors open in the future for me to expand upon, you know, my design empire. But, you know, you can do it. And the problem is a lot of people just get, they get scared basically. You get scared and afraid, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? And you're afraid to do what it is you need to do to be successful. And I know it. I've felt that way before too. I was originally supposed to go away to college, not to community college. I was supposed to go to SUNY Buffalo, and I kind of got a little scared and didn't go. I eventually went to ACC, which allowed me to leave school debt-free. So, you know, it had its pros and cons, but I was afraid to do that. So when I had this opportunity to come to New York, I definitely capitalized on it, and I was like, no, I can't do that again. I have to push through and be successful. I have to do this if I want to be a graphic designer, if I want to, you know, use my degree, if this is the lifestyle I want to live, that's what I have to do. You watch people like Gary Vee and you get lazy. That's the problem, alright? So you need to do what you need to do. For me, graphic design, there wasn't any jobs where I was living upstate New York, okay? We live in a small town of 13,000 people. There's no jobs for graphic design there, very few. And the jobs that are there, people have already taken. So what you have to do is you have to be willing to move, get up and move. Go to where the jobs are. If there isn't what you want, if there isn't a job there, then you have to make one. And there's so much opportunity. There's the internet, you can make a career on the internet, there's tons of stuff that you can do. So saying that you can't do it, is a bunch of bullshit, because you can do whatever you want. There's so much opportunity in this world, and you live in like one of the best times to do it with the internet. It's so easy to travel. You can just hop on a bus and be halfway across the country. You can hop on a plane, be in another country. There's so much you can do. You just can't be afraid, and you have to fight through it, and you can do it. I did it in 3 weeks, and I'm happy. The thing I notice is people get like too caught up in their lives. They have a girlfriend, they have a job, and they start getting into debt. They get comfortable, they get into debt, and once you're in debt, you're at the mercy of the banks and the credit card companies or whoever you're loaning money from, and then you can't move because you have to work to pay off that, and you can't move without the job, and so forth. And then it makes a lot of excuses. Oh, I can't do it, I'm in debt. When I pay off the debt, then I'll do it. All right? Or oh, my girlfriend doesn't want to go, so I can't go. That's why I can't move. And it's just a lot of excuses, really. And if you really, really want to do what you want to do, if you want to be what you want to become, you can really do it. So there's just so much. And I see it too much in my small town, that everyone, they grow up, they go to high school, they're afraid to go away to college. They go to the local community college because they're afraid. And then they just find some crappy ass job around town. And then they just stay there and they get stuck. It's a trap. It's called wage slavery. Basically what you do is you start working on a job, you spend money recklessly, you get yourself into debt, and then you have to stay in that job because you have to pay off the debt. And once you are at that job where you're paying off this debt, basically you can't leave because they'll just replace you for someone cheaper. You made a couple raises, you're like, oh well, then I'll just start back at minimum wage, and you're already done. Then you start to have kids, you get married, then all these things happen, and you just get stuck and you get into a trap. And the more the time happens, the more you get buried on. So my suggestion is don't get into any debt. You can go to college debt free. I did it. Maybe I'll make a video on that in the future, but you can definitely go to college, do whatever you want debt free. It's totally possible. So don't get yourself into debt, because debt is like the modern day slavery. That's why they want you to take credit cards out. That's why every time they go to the store, they want you to get a credit card. So stay away from debt. It's very bad, and it makes it a lot harder to do things. You can't just pick up and move when you have debt. You have obligations. But don't use that as an excuse. If you have debt, if you have whatever, do what you got to do, because you're going to make more money. You're going to do what you want to do. You're going to be more happy. So it isn't worth it in the long run. So don't make those excuses, because you can really achieve and pull through. Ifs, the anxiety, that type of thing, you can't, thinking that you can't do it, but you really can. And basically, it's all a bunch of bullshit. You really can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. And don't let people tell you can't because you're black or because you're poor or whatever reason, excuses they want to make. You can do it. So just push on, push through it, and you can really do it. Because when people put you down and try to make it seem like you can't do it, all it is just reassurance, justification for them on an excuse why they weren't able to do it. They're just justifying that they're failures and they're, unsuccess. That's all it is. So you can do it, whatever it is, whatever the situation. My family has like no money. My dad makes like $10 an hour. So really you can do it. It's just a matter of your willingness to put forth the effort, and that's the best thing you can do. Effort and hard work and determination can change everything. So really, if you want to do it, if you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be a scientist, whatever the fuck you want to be, you really can do it. You just gotta put in the work, not be afraid, and that's my advice for you. That castle thing was actually pretty cool. If you've never been in New York City, I would suggest you to come. There's just so much shit here in the big city. So if you're ever in New York State, definitely hit up this place. It's really cool, and it's really cool that it's free, so you can just go around and have fun. And I like how wooded this actually area is. So you know, it's nice that they conserve stuff like this.
Somebody move! We're going over! Now, we're Whoa! Now get closer! Don't move, guys!
That's pretty cool. They have like their own little indie film over there. But pretty much walked through all of it up this way. So now we turned around and we're walking back. But there's probably a bunch of stuff that we missed this way, so we'll see just what's down here. So that's a pretty cool Apple store, and down basically underground in this glass box. The design's really cool, it's nice, but I don't have money for that shit right now. But Central Park was pretty cool, but I'm really tired. Walked the whole length of it, back down, so I'm gonna go back home, relax for the rest of the day.